Well, I'm live. Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see us. Maybe not.
I'm just messaging the group. They're all going, we can't see you. It's like, yeah, you can now.
Can they see us or can they not see us?
I put a question up on the group. Apparently there is no link on the live page of the YouTube account, but that was right before we went live. So
it's because there is no link.
Yes.
This is sending later. So we should be live on Facebook right
now. Anyway, technology aside, hello everybody, and thank you for joining to talk about the Promptathon. Are we all excited?
I shall take the music down now.
That's okay. Yeah, we are on YouTube. I have it confirmed.
There you go.
We are on YouTube. We are on YouTube.
Yes,
YouTube.
we are on YouTube. Yes, very good.
Okay, so anybody who's watching us, hello, and thank you for finding us. We are four people from Shakespeare, currently the UK's longest established queue-based performance company. We do Shakespeare and contemporaries. We do them live in person and live online, and we only ever do them from queued parts only. So everything that we do in performance is prepared individually by the actors. They all prepare their parts. They all know what they're doing. But what they don't know is what anybody else is doing, because what we don't do is group rehearsal. Why don't we do that? Because this is what is known as the modern cue script technique. And this is what we do, and that is why we do it. And we do it because we love it, and we do it because people like to watch it. And we do it because lovely people like the people in this little room that I'm looking at want to perform it. So it's a game that started because I thought it would be fun, and it continues because they agree with me. So there we go. And we are talking tonight about the Promptathon 2026. So who knows what the Promptathon is? I'm going to ask those on screen. Who can tell me what the Promptathon's about? Yes, Valley can. Tell me about the Promptathon then.
Me? All right.
You put your hand up.
Fine. Well, I don't know if I'm enough, but it is a 24 hours of online Shakespeare done from queued parts only. So it's a marathon for the book holder because they have to be on all the time. But the actors just have to have anxiety all the time. Because you never know when you're called in. So yeah.
Yes. So the Promptathon. This is our second, what I'm calling the second annual Promptathon, because we did it last year, partly for a bit of fun and partly to raise some money for the company, because and also it's an opportunity for us. We sort of open up and kind of, we're always open to people joining us or coming to talk to us about how do we do this, but we just threw the doors wide open last year for Promptathon, and that was really good fun. So we're doing that again this year, and this year we have a theme. We are going to be doing, I think it's 6-7 plays. And
are we starting with the brain farts? It's a bit early, Lizzie. You've not been up 24 hours yet.
What have I done?
Like 6-7 plays? How many plays are we doing?
I don't know. Hang on, we are doing, okay, Bridget, what plays do you know we're doing?
Antony and Cleopatra.
Yeah. Then we're doing
Tempest.
Right to me.
Then
it's the first one I'm book holding, so I should know this.
Which is go on, Jack. You're in all of them.
Yeah, but I have no idea necessarily the order. I think it's Midsummer, isn't it?
It is Midsummer Night's Dream, because Midsummer Night's Dream, it goes from about 2:30 in the morning till about 5:30. So,
right, and then are we doing Winter's Tale?
Then we're doing Winter's Tale. Winter's Tale starts about 5:30.
Oh, right. That's what I'm sleeping through. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Then we've got Romeo and Juliet. That's the sort of morning play. Then we're coming through to As You Like It, and so we're doing 6 absolutely full length unedited plays. Then the last play that we're going to do is one of our new 90-minute edits, which is one of the 2 plays that we're performing at Shakespeare North Playhouse this year. And that play is going to be voted for by the audience during Promptathon. So, so this is the completely bonkers part of the whole thing, because that vote will have to end at the end of Romeo and Juliet, because I have to cast the play and send out the parts to you players during As You Like It, and it is literally going to be a complete seat of the pants. Nobody's preparing anything. Everybody's cold reading kind of deal for the last play. We managed it last year with Julius Caesar. And as far as I remember, it all kind of came out straight, if you see what I mean. It didn't go funny in any direction. The story still happened right. So it does sound a bit mad.
The people died. We didn't let
the right people died and all that. And at that point last year, I had been up 24 hours, apart from napping off during King Lear, which we don't talk about. Didn't mean to do that.
Well, clearly we are talking about it.
Yeah, wow. Well, this is the thing, because we were trying to think of a way of doing the Promptathon which wasn't 24 hours, so that there was an opportunity for sleep. But it isn't really a thing if you don't do it for 24 hours. So
there is a real selling point to saying we're going to be doing 7 plays in 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. By the way, somebody in the chat has remembered that we did Pericles last year. Does anybody remember that?
Yeah, that was the first play.
I don't remember it.
No, that was the first play. We started with Pericles. We moved on to Othello. Then Midsummer Night's Dream. Then King Lear was the early morning one. That was a bit of an odd one. Hey, Ellie. Then it gets hazy for me. I start not remember, because we did Much Ado, and we did Romeo and Juliet, and then we finished with Julius Caesar, which was voted for, as I said, during the thing. But this is one reason why I sort of thought, well, I don't know if I can do 24 hours again. So we came up with the sort of the alternative, which is, for the first time ever, someone else is going to book hold for a Shake Scene performance, and I'm passing over to Bridget, who is going to be my brand new. But I'm having such anxiety about this, Bridget. I'm getting separation anxiety already.
Just put the computer on in the background while you take a nap.
Well, it has occurred to me that we are going to have another member of the company in our flat. So it'll be me, my husband Dewi, who is also a member of the company. But Alexandra, who is a major member of the company, will be inhabiting another room in our flat for the duration of Promptathon, as she did last year. And I'm just sort of thinking, am I actually going to be able to sleep while someone's acting in the next room? So I'm going to try.
Maybe you can let it implant into your dreams, and so you can have dreams of Promptathon. Yeah,
I'm having Midsummer Night's Dream. But it is actually kind of weird, because I wouldn't have missed those nighttime plays last year. I mean, it's pathetic, really, but the only word is magic. It was really, really, really special. I remember particularly the Othello and the Midsummer Night's Dream. Midsummer Night's Dream ending at dawn. I was like, oh yes, yes. This is when you want to do Midsummer Night's Dream between about 2 a.m. and 5. You know what I mean? It's ending at with the light rising. But yeah, it was fabulous. So I've talked far too much. So Bridget, what are you looking forward to? My next, my junior book holder, my apprentice, my young Padawan.
Yes. Well, I am excited for those plays, the Midsummer and Winter's Tale, two definite favorites. So it's going to be a fun thing. I've done, I think, Midsummer at least 3 times now with Shakespeare. So it's going to be fun to be on the other side of the book for that one. Including in Promptathon last year when I got to be Hermia, because that's also a fun thing about online shows. Those of you who haven't seen me in person don't know that I'm 5'10", but what that means is not often do I get the chance to play. Though she be but little, she is fierce. So it's a lot of fun doing these online shows because you can get so creative with casting in ways that you normally don't get the chance to play.
You set your camera slightly so that you were.
So I was looking up.
You were slightly looking up as well, because again, Bridget is a mighty, beautiful, great goddess of a woman. If you are lucky enough to meet her in person, so it's sort of. Yes, that was me being just a little bit mischievous and enjoying it.
We had a lot of fun with that. So I'm also looking forward to doing more of the shows this time. I'm not doing the whole 24 hours, but I am doing 4 that I'm cast. Well, 2 cast, 2 book holding, and then the audience choice one at the end I'm also wanting to join in for. So that'll be twice as many as what I did last time, which was only 2. I had my brother visiting at the time, so he got in. We had dinner. I put him to bed. I got on at like 11 p.m. logged on to do Midsummer with you all. So that was a lot of fun. And then we did another one, and then he woke up and I had to leave. So this time I have a dedicated weekend for you.
Delighted to support that.
Yeah.
Yay. Jack.
Can I ask a question? Because I have actually never book holded. So how are you preparing for that?
Me?
Mm-mm.
I would also be curious to hear Lizzie's because she's done so many.
We have had chats, and we've talked about what the job entails, what you actually have to do as book holder, and Bridget had a little practice because we did a thing that was just for our Patreon. Please join our
patrons, by the way. Big up our patrons. Thank you.
Love our patrons. Please join our Patreon. We would love that very much.
I'm on the right graphic down there. Okay, great.
So,
the link is below us.
Yeah, because I wanted to make sure that Bridget actually had the experience of, being live, but in a sort of controlled environment. And we had a series of, I think it was about half a dozen scenes from 2 gents. So it was like we did a mini extract of a play, and you had to sort of deal with the actors and the actions. And so
I wonder if it's worth saying a little bit actually about what book holding is in general. The book holder, since everyone else only has their own lines, the book holder's job is to keep us all on track and make sure more or less that we finish the play with an intact story at the end, but also kind of to be the container for it, to sort of bring it in at the beginning, keep the energy up at the interval, close us out at the end, kind of bring the audience along with the experience. And there's a lot of things that you're tracking. So you'll have the script. You'll be kind of keeping an eye to make sure people know which is the next scene coming up, keeping an eye on whether they're, especially on Zoom, if there are technical issues, people drop off or anything like that, you would read in the lines, or if anybody misses their line or doesn't come in person, they might call for a line. And then with the Zoom, there's other technical things as well. So it's a good job for someone like me with ADHD because I can kind of keep all the different balls.
Multitask.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I missed anything there, Lizzie?
no, that's basically it. I mean, we as the book holder, it is a very, you're sort of the stage manager, but you're not just the stage manager, because you're also, because again, you're the one thing that knows everything that's supposed to go on. And there's also things like if there's been a repeated cue, or if somebody's jumped a cue, and then I will try and keep track of that and put a message in the chat to say, everybody, right, we skipped half a page, keep going. And because otherwise you can sort of tell people are kind of going, I've lost a cue. And some people are sort of still waiting for a cue. And you're like, no, the next one, keep going forwards. Because cue repeats. If you ride the rapids, you'll always get to the end, but at the same time, they can be disruptive. And sometimes somebody just, hears something wrong and goes to the wrong line, or they're reading something and you have eye skip. I mean, anything can happen. And Bridget's absolutely right.
And I think also on the point of stage manager, there is just prepping for the actions and the props. Yeah. So often, and
it's making sure everybody's got what they want and everybody's happy. Have you got questions? Have you got your props? Have you all had your chat? Whatever it is we have to coordinate before a play. So
to answer Valentina's question, for me in preparation, what I'm doing this week is making sure I am reading through the whole script, looking at the running orders, making sure I know who's playing who. Where are there actions that we might need to rehearse and choreograph on the day, or props that people might need to be checked in about. Making sure that I'm very familiar with the story and kind of how it flows, so that I can introduce what we're about to see and integrate what's happening in the in-between part. Also just making sure I know what other upcoming events like Shakespeare North Playhouse shows we want to shout out. So it's very much being a facilitator, I think.
Very nice. Yeah. Well, I'm excited. I can't wait to see you do that role. Oh, it's going to be great.
Okay. Yeah. So we have Bridget, who is first time book holder, but many time performer. And we have Jack, who is, we invited Jack to join us this evening because you cut your teeth on King Lear at the weekend. That was Jack's first time with us, which on Sunday at King Lear. And I mean, you were already committed. I mean, on one conversation, Jack committed himself to doing the entire 24 hours.
To be fair, I did meet Tom.
Yeah.
Tom really sold me on it. Tom spent a good amount. I was at a Beyond Shakespeare like in-person thing first that Tom was also at, and he and Tam and Alexandra all were there as well, and all three of them had a moment where they all turned to each other and were like, should we try and recruit him? Should we? And that, like, very openly, I was like, they're talking about doing something where they're asking if they should tell me about it right in front of me, and then they all slightly simultaneously all turned at the same time, going, "Hey, so do you know about this thing? We'd like to tell you about it, and we'd like to try and recruit you for it." So,
but it's not
a cult.
No, we're not a cult.
Either.
We are the dark side.
Word with Alexandra.
Yeah, but it's, well, I mean, they seem to have gauged your tastes correctly.
Yeah.
Since you are still here, and how do you feel about? I mean, you've heard us babbling on about what we've done before and all that. How are you feeling? How are you feeling, sort of about what's coming up in that 24 hours over the weekend? I think the biggest thing that I'm trying to figure out for myself is what are all of the methods that I'm going to use to keep myself awake.
but I think overall, I'm just I'm excited. I enjoy Shakespeare. I enjoy theater enough that I'm excited for the crazy feeling of trying to keep track of a play at 2:00 in the morning. Yeah, I'm over. I mean, I have definitely like printed out the scripts and I'm going through to make sure that I myself know all of the things that I say, that to make sure that I understand what they mean, so that I'm not, saying something completely random that doesn't make sense within the context of the show. But anyway,
it wouldn't be the first time. And
Oh man.
but yes, and when that's great. I mean, again, this is someone with true dedication doing his. See, this is why. This is me having an academic moment, right? This is why you cannot call this technique unrehearsed, because individual actors preparing is a form of rehearsal. So a lot of people refer to to cue-based or cue script work, and they say, it's unrehearsed, and I'm like, no, it's not. It's not group rehearsed. Aha. Yeah. That's the bit that's missing. So yeah, we don't, because everybody knows what they've got to do. So it's because the acting is a magic balance between I am confident that I know what I'm doing, and I know what I'm saying, and I know what my storyline is, and what my responsibilities are to the story and to the scene, but I don't exactly know how they're going to come out, because I don't know exactly how I'm going to be affected by what happens in the play, and I don't exactly know what everybody else is going to do, and then everybody turns around and says, oh yes, but everybody knows Shakespeare anyway. Yeah, come and do it. Yeah,
No.
You think you know it, and
well,
somebody starts singing. And you just go like, oh, what the fuck is happening now? Can I
I'm
just
curious
leave?
to hear, Jack, now that you've done a play,
mm-hmm.
heard about it and practiced with Lizzie and etc. But now that you've sort of done the whole thing, did anything surprise you about it?
I don't know. I mean, there were definitely moments where I slightly felt like someone's camera has been off for a while, and so their return is a moment of surprise. Like you and who played King Lear?
Ian.
Both had some really crazy like costume moments, or like set pieces that had suddenly made their way into camera. That moment where Ian came back and fully had his shirt off and flowers in his ear was a wonderful experience. I like fully a grin appeared on my face as I was like, what is happening? But also, this is wonderful. So
it is that moment of, there is Lear. It is just this reveal of vulnerability and sort of innocence, and because Ian had flowers sort of tucked behind his ears, so it was very very Midsummer Night's Dream almost, in a way. But yes, it is the thing of you don't exactly know what's coming, and that's what's great. I'll tell you, I'm gonna warn you, Bridget. One of the hardest things about book holding is when something like that happens and you forget you've got a job, and you're just there and you're completely carried away. And it's like, oh my God, the scene's ending. Oh my God, the camera's on, and you're checking like, what do you mean someone's fallen off the call? Suddenly you have to go back to work. And I mean that quite sincerely. Is I sit in Prompter's Corner and I just get lost. Which is one of the absolute joys and privileges of this job. I'm not saying it's not work being a book holder, because the energy is always there. Every time it's like pretty much every line you're kind of going, and they've said it, and they're there. Oh yeah, it's okay. And it's always that moment of, is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? And on what you watch people, and you can see if they've taken a breath. and sort of thing. But again, if someone's got to come on and speak, you're looking at their window going, have they got their mic off? Have they got their mic off? Yes, the mic is off. Good, they're coming on. You know, sort of. So the whole play, and then you have these moments of kind of going, oh wow, this is really good. And just melting into the Shakespeare, just enjoying it. Yeah. So, okay, who's got a favorite play?
Well, wait, I've got questions for Jeff.
Oh, go on, then you talk. Yes, that's
Sorry.
cool.
No.
Okay.
Just because I'm just curious. So, okay, I want to know which one out of the Prompton plays, which one is the play that you're looking forward to the most? Because you're doing them all, right?
Yes, I am doing them all. I figured, hey, this is my first time. Let's do the 24 hours now.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are
it
young,
over
you
with.
can do it. I keep saying, like, I'm not going to do, like, I've not done it last year. I think last year I stayed out for 2 plays, and I think it's the same this year, because I always go like, oh, I'm going to go and sleep, forgetting that I am streaming the whole thing. So, yes, napping it is. Right, go on. Which one is the one that you're looking forward to the most?
I think I'm looking at the list right now.
I was going to say, I'm looking. I've got my big book of casting notes here, and I'm sort of going,
I mean, might be Summer of Love, but like it's very hard to keep it in mind what we're doing.
So all of these, except for Antony. So I know about Antony and Cleopatra, but it's probably the one on here that I know the least.
Okay.
And so I'm very excited to just have the experience of like effectively watching that show for the first time. I also one of the last Shakespeare teachers that I had consistently talked about how much Antony especially just drinks throughout the entire show. And I'm excited to see, to genuinely keep track in my head of how many times is there a line in the script that has or a cue in the script that means that someone is sipping from their wine glass. I suppose someone may have wine, but I don't know. And then also like the really late at night ones. The Tempest I think will be really fun. And A Midsummer's Night Dream like feels like it could be crazy from what you described about last year. And yeah, I think a Winter's Tale too. Romeo and Juliet is just both A Midsummer's Night Dream and Romeo and Juliet are just 2 plays that I know well enough now that I like. I think there's an excitement about doing Midsummer Night's Dream like after midnight. But Romeo and Juliet is one where I'm like, yeah, I mean, yeah, let's do it. This will be fun. But anyway.
I should say regarding drink in Antony and Cleopatra, because we have anybody who's a regular watcher, Antony and our Cleopatra are the infamous Tom Barnes who got Jack involved, and the unstoppable Olga, who is our lovely Moscow connection. So that is going to be a real powerhouse event by itself. But Tom is stocking up on beetroot juice.
Nice.
He's sort of going, because he's actually been sort of going, by the time I'm finished, it's going to be like, purple tongue. Because he's already noticed that he's got to get a lot of quaffing in. So
yeah, well, Antony and Cleopatra is an interesting show because it really is about the life of a drunk man and like the way his life falls apart a bit, right?
Yeah, well, he's not drunk all the time, but I mean it's a great soul basically coming to this, almost like disintegrating bit by bit by bit.
It's just relaxing a bit, guys. Come on.
I know, but he can't not be a Roman, so he sort of Romans it up, but he can't keep the Roman thing going, and then it just all goes to hell, basically.
Yeah.
I also think, like, this is to be a little more technical for a minute, but this is part of the magic of Q script, because in a regular rehearsal process, all of that would be planned and blocked, and you would know, for instance, like, we are doing drinking here and we're not doing it here, and we're gonna build it into kind of people's reactions or whatever. And I think it's very interesting with QScript because it's just you and your text, and often not very many stage directions, if any, other than what is in the text. And so you as the actor have a lot of ownership to answer that question. You know, how much is he drinking? How drunk is he getting? Then as the other actors, you don't know what that's going to be like, and you're going to be in the moment with him, and depending how he's playing it, it might hit you different as you're doing your lines.
And depending by how you think your character would, like, your character reacts to it.
Yeah.
Because there might be an argument of everybody else also drinking a lot, so everybody's sort of like in this sort of state. And that's fine. Or an argument for people going like, "Ooh, that's." But again, like, because there's no director.
No.
You will have to guess.
It will happen in the moment.
To kind of be with whatever you have decided for your character, and then adjust as you need to based on what the other people are doing. And that's where some really amazing, unexpected moments can come through as well. Because something you may have prepared a certain way hits different when the other person's doing their thing. I always think about when we did Hamlet and I played Ophelia, and spending time with that text, I ended up playing her mad scene as a drinking scene. And an angry scene, not a sort of wispy mad thing, but kind of very angry, specifically with Gertrude. And that first line she has coming in, where's the lady of the house or whatever it is, being a very aggressive energy towards Gertrude. And Angela, who is playing Gertrude, then after, when she comes back in after Ophelia leaves and tells the story of the death, because she was playing a very held Gertrude and a very sort of, I guess, calm energy in telling the story, even as there was sadness in it. But Lizzie and I both at the same time in the chat were like, oh my God, she pushed her in, which wasn't what I thought was going to happen to Ophelia. And I don't know that that was what Angela had prepared necessarily, but the combination of those two energies together suddenly unlocked a different interpretation.
Yeah, you never know what's coming.
Supported as well. There wasn't anything about that didn't work with the text because it all came out of text work.
Yeah, and that is one of the things I love about QScripting, is that the fact that, like, because you create the character in isolation, there is not that thing where, like, you're at the third week of rehearsals and the energies sort of start like melting into each other and everybody's sort of on the same level. Like, very often, as I was talking about this with Debbie the other day, that, like, very often if you have a small character, like, the character is there to disrupt the scene, especially if you're a messenger, which is all, like, there are all those characters that are like nobody wants them and everything like that, but you come in with a goal and in a state that is often very different from the rest of the scene, and like the energy just like sparkles around you because it's that's what I love. Like, there's not, like, everybody always comes in with a very defined energy, that whatever that might be, and it just and then the energies like sort of go karting, I don't know, together. So it's that's a weird thing, but, like,
that should be our tagline. Shakespeare, go karting together.
Is the go karting of Shakespeare?
Well, I was just thinking that's pretty much what Jack was doing in King Lear, because you were the knight. We kind of had this composite figure of the one knight who was sort of following, and then you kind of switched to being like the court gentleman in the second scene.
Yeah,
that was, you know, when we talked about it, that was most of your lines was sort of coming in and either being told to go and do something, or arriving with information and then being told to go and do something.
Yeah, I mean, and I the most recent Shakespeare show that I was in was Hamlet, and I like was a part of an ensemble cast. I like played a lot of the non-named character roles, and so that scene that you were talking about with the Ophelia and Gertrude, I was the gentleman that came in and was like telling her she's gone mad. She's saying all of these things, and then like that role of entering the scene and having a completely new shift in energy, I completely agree with. Like there's a really cool driving force that you suddenly have that changes the direction that the scene goes in. They are an important role. Yes, they're not always what people are looking for, and maybe not even the most memorable, but they are like very crucial to the plot because they are the thing that pushes it forward.
Well, there's no. I mean, there is. This is one of the things about when you're just looking at your part. You know, even if you've got 2 lines or 1 line, or you're in one scene, there really is no need for it to be a non-interesting moment. Do you know what I mean? Those characters, they are. If nothing else, you know, I mean, our people just turn up with like the most bizarre things on if they're a massive messenger for some reason. You know, we've had a few bicycle messengers turn up, which always makes me giggle. I don't know why, but you know, things like that. So I was just looking at so I'm thinking, Jack, your casting. So we go through. So in Antony and Cleopatra, you are 3 people, I think. So you are Quint. So again, I did the thing of naming Roman soldiers because
yes.
we got tired of Soldier 1 and Soldier 2, and I thought, well, they're Romans, so they're Primus, Secundus, Tertius, Quartus, and you are Quintus, which it just looks better when you name yourself. So you're Quintus, Commodius, and Romain. So that's going to be sort of keep you busy. Some nice little scenes, but not too much to do. And then in Tempest, you move on to Ferdinand.
Yes, I'm very excited about that one, I must say.
I think that's going to be good. You know, it was so silly. I was looking at the casting for Tempest and I thought, oh my God, I'm going to miss it. I was like, no, that's one of the plays I'm still awake for. We're okay.
Good.
Well, we also have to do quite a lot of technical stuff for Tempest because we have to have a whole separate camera that does the magic.
Oh, the magic cam is back. The
magic cam is coming back. Yes. This is only going to be our second ever Shake Scene Tempest. We only ever did it once before.
Yes.
And we have
probably because of the magic camera.
Yeah. We also have to have music and things because you can't not in Tempest. And that reminds me, I must make a decision about that. So we've got so you are the prince, the romantic hero. Then we move on to Midsummer Night's Dream, and you're coming back as Starveling and Moth. So it's one of the nice things about Midsummer Night's Dream is you get kind of lovers, mechanicals, fairies. Mm-hmm. It's actually relatively easy to double people without people sort of meeting themselves coming back, because surprisingly a lot of people wanted to be in Midsummer Night's Dream even though it's in the middle of the night, you know. And it's not like, again, if you saw the cast list, so I
mean, we do know that our cast is particular.
Yes, but like if you're trying to cast Antony and Cleopatra, you have to do that many characters, right? If you're casting Midsummer Night's Dream, it's a picnic by comparison. It's just that. And Tempest is even fewer. Tempest is just that.
Midsummer's Night Dream, how many of the, first up, is it the only show that was in the Promptathon last year?
No. We did Romeo and Juliet as well.
Cool. And then second, I suppose...
Did we do As You Like It as well? No, we did Much Ado. Sorry, Jack, go on.
I was just saying, how many of the people in A Midsummer's Night Dream did it last time? Because, you know, that's the one that you have said multiple times now is like it was a truly crazy and magical experience. So I suppose how many of them are looking for that again?
Alexandra was in it last year. because Alexandra and me were the only people last year, I think, who did all 24 hours. I think.
I was in it.
You were
I am. My goal this year is to stay awake during the last scene, because I'm pretty sure you can see me nodding off in the Act 5 on screen. And if anybody wants to check, the videos are still on YouTube. I'm not going back.
But you were in it.
But
Alexandra was in it. Joelle is doing all 24 hours, so she's in it again, but a different part. Everybody's different parts.
Oh yeah,
I was in it, but I'm book holding this time.
You're book holding this time. I can't remember if Isla was in it last year.
she must have been, because I think last year she did 24 hours.
She did the 24 hours, right? So she was the one who did 24. So Isla, who is our youngest member, so she is back. She's doing it, but again, I think different casting. But we have. I'm just looking at because who is joining us? We have someone else who will be joining us for the very first time, who is a lovely lady called Maggie, who will be joining us from, I think, San Francisco.
We should probably a map graphic of where all people are joining.
Yes, we need a kind of
where people on holiday that are joining us from their holidays.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
So I'm trying to what was I saying? Lost my train of thought. This is not a good beginning.
You were checking.
Oh yeah, so Maggie is brand new. Jack will be at that point on his 4th play with us. We have Valentina, who is very experienced. We have Geraldine, who is doing the 2 nighttime plays with us, which is crazy because she's even in the UK and chose to do the 2 nighttime plays, which is fabulous. We have Iris, who only joined us for Promptathon last year, has done a couple of shows since, and she's just joining us for Midsummer Night's Dream. I'm not sure where she is in the world. I think she might be in Athens.
Does anybody know?
Does anybody know where Iris is in the world? Then we have Haley, who's new. Haley's only joined us this year, so she wasn't in the company last year. So she is, again, another UK person who's chosen to do Midsummer Night's Dream in the middle of the night. We have Rachel Bellis, who has also joined us since last year and has chosen to do Midsummer Night's Dream, middle of the night. We've got Larissa, who is one of our stalwarts. She's doing all 24 hours. Joelle, Alexandra, and Eric. What will we do without Eric, who will be joining us from Cyprus as usual, and he is doing all 24 hours because there are some people who are absolutely unstoppable and or possibly addicts, and maybe I should be concerned, but I don't.
I mean, I think he's watching right now.
I wouldn't be at all surprised.
Yes, he's watching right now. So let's everybody say hi to Eric.
Hi.
This person on this. Like Eric has been having an amazing conversation with us. A bit one-sided, I'm afraid. A little bit. No, we managed to answer some of the
Sorry,
comments.
Eric. Val's the only one who can see the comments.
No, I've put them on screen as well. If anybody wants to have oh, interesting. Apparently, Iris might be in France or Athens.
Okay.
So we'll find out. If anybody wants to join Eric in the conversation, please pop on to Facebook Live.
Lovely. I think let's wind up with tips for staying awake, because this was Jack's concern. My advice to everybody is eat and drink. Keep your blood sugar up. Just keep your blood sugar up. Anytime you feel yourself flagging, get half a packet of, eat something that when you get opportunity, sort of try and get something that's reasonably sort of good into yourself. But if in doubt, fruit, chocolate, biscuits, just anytime you feel yourself going, get a hot drink, get something to eat, and pick yourself up, because food is fuel and fuel is energy.
Yep.
That's my advice. Anybody else got better advice? Last
year I was doing jumping jacks in between plays. In between like scenes.
Oh God, why did we not see that?
Also, like, act standing up. Don't do this.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
I do that even just in general. I have a standing desk and that helps. So I have my desk when I'm doing any of these shows, unless specifically the character's sitting down. I have to standing desk up, and I stand up for most of it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't. I do not stand up.
Well,
I mean, book holding I think is different.
Book
You
holding's a
also touch in.
I will not be standing for the book holding, to be
No.
clear.
Yeah, no. Or do like one place standing up, one place sitting down, one place standing up, one
I
place.
was going to say,
I'm
if you're
saying this, and
standing
then
for
I'm gonna be
24
sat down
hours,
for the whole thing, depending by how tired I am. But anyway,
Yeah.
That's- yeah,
I considered potentially some dance parties in the middle of a show, like like on mute, camera off, like blasting my own music and like dancing to myself over here.
I think
Yeah.
we might.
Can
I
you
think we might need.
please video some of those if you do that. That would
Yeah,
be-
yeah.
that would
I'll
be
have
amazing.
you know, like the what are they called? Like behind the scenes footage or
Yeah,
whatever. Like
yeah.
I'll set a camera up in one corner of the room,
Yeah.
CCTV footage style. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's exactly it.
Please do. We will love it.
I think this is going to be an important.
That's the kind of
bonus
content
for
you get when you're one of
Patreon.
our Patreons.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
do. Well, we
These
do. We
people-
do the behind the scenes. Again, if
Yeah.
you join our Patreon, you get little extras, which is things like a video, you know, monthly videos of behind the scenes. Things that basically you don't just see on camera. So
Yes, that's the kind of content that goes to our patrons.
Yeah.
CCTV videos of us doing the plays now.
well, no, but also
No,
people
backstage, yes.
backstage, off stage, and you get little stories and insights into you know
Yes,
what we do
yes.
when we're not on
Lot
camera.
stories about fake blood, or real
Lots of
blood.
catch-up stories. Yes, we have lots of them.
I used jam. I had a bloody knife in
There
King
you go.
Lear. Yeah.
I just
Nice.
said anything red and shiny. That'll do. That'll do.
I'll do.
I was going to say because this is Summer of Love. I mean, I suppose just to sort of tie this up, why did we choose these plays? Well, if you've seen any of the posts that have been going up, and there will be more, because our theme this year is Summer of Love. Here we are. The Summer of Love, because the two plays that we're taking to Shakespeare North are Love's Labour's Lost and Much Ado About Nothing, which is sort of Love's Labour's Lost and Won. We chose plays this year, which they're not all love plays, they're not all comedies, but so I was looking for plays that were driven by love. And what I've been saying is either to joy or disaster, because Antony and Cleopatra runs on love. You know, The Tempest, all right, people don't think of it as a love story, but the driving force behind it is Prospero's love for Miranda. That's why the story happens. And there is a love story within it, because you've got the things that happen. So that's a thing that happens. Midsummer Night's Dream, obviously, you know. I don't, you know, that's
Lots of love in that
story.
one, a bit too much.
Yeah, Winter's Tale was a slightly odd one to choose, but one, it's a play I really like, and two, it's all about love and love kind of going wrong, and what's the other side of love, and it's still love underneath, so everything gets kind of twisted, but it resolves through love.
I also feel like with that one, Paulina's love for Hermione is a very big driver of plot.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I may have to wake up for Winter's Tale because I just don't want to miss Paulina. Looking forward to seeing Larissa do that. It's going to be amazing. Romeo and Juliet, obvious one. As You Like It, obvious one. And then the last two, because again, it's either going to be Love's Labour's Lost or Much Ado About Nothing. So they are love plays, but that's why this is our Summer of Love.
Should we talk about what was it, Battle Round?
The battle round.
The
Yes.
Is that going to be? That's more loose theme. That's not required to be.
That is just anything. I mean, so in case we need even like 10 minutes more content to get us over the line, because bearing in mind that all our timings are very approximate, because we never know how long a play is going to be, because we don't
rehearse together.
Yes, because we don't rehearse together. So I came up with this idea of the battle round, and the idea of the battle round is that anybody who wants it, anybody who wants to play, so any of the actors can either say to me in advance, I want to have a piece to prepare, or they can just go, right, I've got a sonnet, I've got a speech. Here is, I want to do a scene, right? I'll throw you a scene, and it's basically just to get some, basically so that we can Shakespeare all the way through our 24 hours if we need to fill that final gap. Officially, we've got half an hour at the end to fill. Personally, I'll be moderately surprised if that actually happens, but it's good to be prepared.
It's good to be prepared.
But yeah, the idea of the battle round is it's like a quick fire, quick pass round. If in doubt, do a sonnet. Sonnets are all about love.
Yes.
And I'm always here for a sonnet, as you guys know. So.
I mean, as you can see, it might not look like it, but we do plan things very carefully. It's just we're also very flexible people, so we tend to go where the whim take us. Right.
I think
we have one more suggestion. I don't know what that is, but if anybody knows what that word is, we've got one more suggestion.
Qigong. Qigong.
If you can do that and you want to do that to stay awake, that's a good idea.
Well, Qigong is kind of centralized breathing and moving your energy and
very nice.
It used to be what I used to do in the wings before a performance, because it was the thing that got me from. I would always have a moment of I've forgotten everything, Tara, freeze, and then I was like breathe and breathe and breathe, and I know what I'm doing. Yes, I do, and I'm fine. Okay, now I can go on. So it's sort of Qigong is similar to Tai Chi, but not quite the same. So
one last little thing I think we should emphasize about this particular event, the fundraiser aspect. I think that's very important.
Yes.
This is a fun event and it's fun to come and watch. And also it's very important to supporting the work of the company and the other productions that we're doing. And also just the underlying work that we're able to do here with the way this project is informing academic research, practical applications, accessibility conversations, diversity, inclusion. It's a woman-led company. There are many ways that your support by buying a ticket or donating on the Buy Us a Coffee link is really vital for allowing us to continue doing some really important work, both with making Shakespeare more accessible to people, but also all sorts of ways that this is important work in the theater industry and the arts. So if you at all can and are able to, even if you're not going to watch, there's a link to donate, or £7 for a single play ticket, or £24 to watch the whole thing, including on replay. So you don't have to stay up all night if you don't want to. So it's I think something that literally for the price of a coffee, you can make a really big difference.
What she said.
Yeah. And I just feel like Bridget is so much more sort of responsible, including than I am. And thank you, Bridget, for doing that, because I tend to get, I try to remember to do things like that, but I'm kind of going, I'm just excited about people playing parts and doing plays.
That's also very exciting.
But no, it absolutely is. Why, I mean, as I said earlier, why are we doing this? We're doing it to have fun. We're doing it to bring ourselves together. We're doing it because the company loves to do it, and we get to make new friends and do crazy things. And we do lots and lots of Shakespeare, which we all love. But bottom line is we're doing it to raise money. And we're raising money because we want to do more things, and we want to do more live, three-dimensional things as well as on-screen things. And we need to raise money to do that. So,
and as the company,
please, buy a ticket, be entertained. Even if you were only entertained by us this evening, then buy us a coffee, or please buy a ticket. Pass this link on to somebody else who might be interested. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, everybody, in advance.
Here we go. Let's have some music to.
Okay. Thank you guys for joining us and staying up tonight. This is a little warm up. Just bear in mind. This is a little warm up for what it's going to be like Saturday, Sunday.